Tesla stock is up almost 60% in the last month, and I am a very, very happy Pejjy. As you guys know, I've been going all in into Tesla stock for the past 9 months. I've been going broke to buy as many shares as possible. But as of now, I'm done buying shares. For now, at least.
Oh no, does that mean Pejjy has become a bear? Pejjy is no longer bullish on Tesla? Oh my god, I knew this guy was a fraud. I knew this guy was there just to make views.
No, guys, no. That's not the reason why I'm not buying Tesla stock. Tesla stock is and will become the world's most valued company. Give it 5-6 years time. You guys can check out this video when they will become the world's most valued company. Most likely it'll be sooner than that, but I'm still a bull. Some people want to call me a super bull. Some has even gone far off going, says that I sleep with Tesla, I eat Tesla, I breathe Tesla. So really, no, I'm still a bull on Tesla. And I'm not going to be selling any shares until 2030 and beyond, unless some emergency comes up that I can't cover with the current income that I have right now. Maybe. If I have to, I have to. But other than that, no way I'm selling a single share. That'll be one of the biggest mistakes of my life. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys why I'm not buying any more shares, again, for now, and when I'll probably jump back in. So if you guys are ready, man, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go. The reason why I'm not buying any more shares as of now is because, well, guys, if you've been following this channel or follow me on Twitter, for the past 9 to 10 months, I've been buying aggressively Tesla stock. For crying out loud, the thing hit $100 per share in December. Can you believe that? That's like that was a $300 billion valuation. That is absolutely super cheap. And I dumped everything I had to the point that I couldn't even pay my bills. It was, I figured out a way to do something, but it was ridiculous. It was just bad. But I knew this was a one-time thing. I don't think, if we see $100 a share again, then that is a gift from God. But I highly doubt that's going to be the case. We were in a panic, and I think that panic has subsided. As you guys already see, we are in a bull market at the moment. And since now we're in a bull market, I am finally up in my position about like 15 to 20%. So I'm a very, very happy Pejjy. Again, guys, before all this crash and all this buying, I had 200 shares. Now I have almost 700. And I did all that in the span of 8 to 9 months. How I got the money, how I disciplined myself not to spend, and was just surprising to me. So I'm gonna take this time to sit back and relax and pile some cash and maybe save up for a property or something, man. Like, if this bull market goes on for a year or two and I can pile up cash and the stock crashes again to, let's say, to the low 200s or the high 100s or the 150s, then you already know I gotta buy shares, man. But until then, I've stopped buying completely, giving myself a little, breather room. Need to rest up a bit. I've been depleted for so long. Now we gotta chill out and just, enjoy the run up until, it goes back down again. If it goes back down again. Now that's the reason why I stopped buying. But another reason that's really encouraging this reason to stop buying. Now again, guys, this is not financial advice. It's just some guy on the internet who loves Tesla going all in. I'm trying to be transparent with you guys. So don't copy me. Dollar cost averaging is always the best thing you can do when you guys want to invest for the long term. Even now at these prices, they're still cheap prices. But the other reason is the Fed announcement that happened a few days ago. They said that they're going to have another 2 rate hikes. And that was a shocker to me. Even though the market didn't really care, that tells me that even though inflation went from 4.9% to 4%, yeah, core inflation is still high. But nonetheless, we are going at a fast downtrend. 4.9 to 4%, that's a big jump. And they want to do another 2 rate hikes next month and the month after that. That concerns me a little bit. That tells me, and I put this on my Twitter. If you guys ain't following my Twitter, man, what are you guys doing? But this tells me that the Fed is willing to take rates as high as possible to where it may or may not break something. And that's the part that scares me a lot. Because we just gotta look back in history to see how this played out. Because the Fed always does this. Out of the dozen times they've done it, only one time they had a soft landing. The rest of the time, guess what happened? We had massive crashes. We had massive recessions. And I'm afraid if they continue, at this point, if they see inflation go down from 4.9 to 4%, they should be able to say that, okay, hold on, let's see what happens in a couple months. If it's sticky, then we may have to increase rates. But right now, something tells me that this is a scare tactic. But again, this is the same Fed that said when inflation was going 7-8%, back in 2021, and they said this was transitory. So these are the same people. That's what really concerns me. I'm afraid that until something breaks, that's when they're going to start cutting interest rates. And that's when we're going to have another crash or some sort of a recession. This could happen in a year or two. I don't know when. Some people are saying end of the year, but it still concerns me. The Fed should learn from their history, from their mistakes, right? They just gotta look back in history and see what has happened. I don't know. Again, they have more data than we do. They know more things than we do. So maybe it's the right thing. I don't know. But again, I'm afraid that we'll get to a point if we don't reduce rates when inflation reaches 3%, because we're literally, next month we're probably going to be in the 3.5s. Probably 3.75, 1.75% off from the 2% target. What's going to happen? Because inflation doesn't just go down and stop at a certain percentage. If the Fed keeps increasing and it's already at 2% or 2.5%, then they should probably think about cutting, because if they don't, we could hit deflation. And that's when something's going to break. You all know what deflation is, right? It's when nobody buys anything anymore. That's when the economy comes to a halt. That's when the Fed has to have to reduce rates and turn up money printer. And that's the exact same thing that we saw in 2008, in 2020, 2001. So I'm afraid the Fed is going to wait until then. And man, if that happens and everything crashes, that's going to be another buying opportunity. Think 2020 all over again, but maybe not as low as $100 per share for Tesla stock. But if that happens again, and that happens in like 6 months time or 1 year time, I'm going to have a good amount of money piled up. And you already know where that's going to go. However, though, I may be wrong. Maybe they will get to a point and they will cut rates at the right time, the perfect time, and we do have a soft landing and we run up and we hit $1,000 per share for Tesla. Well, that's too bad for me because I missed all them, cheap prices, you can say, up until then. But that's okay. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with almost the 700 shares that I have. It's time to take a little break. And hey, the opportunity, which they do come every 3, 4, 5 years, I'll be ready for that. Now, the question comes, Pejjy, what price point would you come back in at? Well, the price point, anything in the low 200s and below that at this moment is a steal. It's not even cheap. It's a steal. It's a bargain. It's a sale that I can't say no to. So I'll buy then, even though if that happens next month or the month after that, I don't mind at all. But anything, in my opinion, over 250 is a fair value for Tesla at the moment. Again, if you project till 2030, it's flipping cheap, absolutely cheap. But at the given time, if you look at the numbers today, 250 to 275, I would say it's a fair value. But despite all that, I do think Tesla stock has quite a bit room to run, because if we look at the whole stock market, there's a lot of companies that already hit all-time highs, like Apple and Nvidia. Tesla has to be on that list sooner or later, and right now the stock price is around like 260, which, by the way, that's my price target for this year, for 2023, is 260. A lot of people on Twitter are saying to update it or increase it. Guys, you guys already know how I do my valuation. I take the average. Pretty much, I'm still saying end of this year is $260 per share as my price target. Now, it could run up to 300 or go back down to 225. I don't know. I don't care, because I'm a long-term investor. Again, 2030 and beyond. But I'm not changing my price target, man. This is what it is. 260. I may make a video just for fun doing it to see, what numbers we can get. But no, man, I'm still sticking to 260. What I will do, though, is do a year of end date for 2024. I can do that. But for this year, I'm still thinking 260 is going to be the price. It's still my price target, because again, it's end of this year, and anything could happen from now till end of the year. But all the stocks are hitting all-time highs, and Tesla right now is around almost the 80 PE, reaching like the 260s. All the PE has to be to hit the 400, or the all-time high is between 110 and 120. And with the market we're going into now, because it looks like we're in a flipping bull market, we should hit it. All we need is this Q2 to be phenomenal. That's all we need to be. If this Q2 becomes phenomenal, and we still have great reports coming every other month, inflation going down, job reports going up, then this is a no-brainer. The only concern is interest rates, but let's hope they're bluffing. Let's hope they're not going to rake it up another 0.5%. So again, Q2 has to be phenomenal. It has to be a strong beat in order for the stock to keep rising. I think if Q2 comes out stronger than ever, higher than expected, we could probably see the stock price shoot up maybe 5 to 10% in a single day. That means we've bottomed in margins, we've bottomed in the worst. So really, is this upside from here, and this will be priced in the stock price as well, and this could go well over 100 PE. And if that happens, I'll be very excited. but not selling, enjoying, making it rain virtually. But the question is now, what will Q2 be? Well, here's my prediction. And to be honest, it looks pretty darn flippin' awesome. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. And you'll get an idea what's going to happen in Q2. I'll obviously make an update next month on this when we get the full Q2 numbers, delivery numbers. But nonetheless, this is what I think that could happen in Q2. Become a channel member. Become part of the gang, man. You won't be disappointed. And subscribe. And I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.